and will head back to pray for the country as well as the COVID-19 pandemic. In the past, people used to pray. I think I will execute my duties to the best of my abilities in partnership with other elders so as to unite our community to become one before God.
Reporting for Easy Friday, I'm Jackie Wambiru.
We are in Sabaki Magarini constituency, Kilifi County. This is the heart of the Mijikenda community, particularly the Giriama community. We are here to retell the tale of the Malu customs, how it has been outdated and whether or not it should be carried forward to the next generation. I'm Juni Karisa, and this is my culture. Our quest led us to the Mekatililiwa Menza Resource and Rescue Center, a hub of rich knowledge of the Mijikenda community, as narrated by the Council of Elders, popularly known as the Wazee wa Kaya. However, not all that glitters is gold. Our sit-down with the culture gatekeepers reveals how sacred the institution of marriage was for the 9 brotherly tribes.
Yule msichana ama mvulana walipokuwa wanachumbiana, wazazi walijuana. Binti alikuwa katika mamlaka ya nyanyake na kijana alikuwa katika mamlaka ya babu yake, na waliwatunza ili wasije wakaishi maisha ambayo ni aibu.
Polygamy is a way of life for the Mijikenda community. Sadly, it appears that it may be the leading contributor to cases of adultery, particularly by the women.
He loved me, but he cannot take care of me. I'll leave if he cannot take care of me. Why should I go back to him?
Tamka wa 10. Ukitoka na utoka na heshima ya kuwa wazee wasijuu, yule mzee asijuu.
Mwanamke aende nje ya ndoa ama mwanamume aende nje ya ndoa, walikuwa wanapata adhabu. Ile adhabu inaitwa malu.
As orated, the act was dreaded as its repercussions were brutally shameful.
Zamani ilikuwa ni fahali wa ng'ombe. Sasa fahali huyu anachinjwa ndani ya msitu. Ule ng'ombe atachinjwa, alafu wale wawili waliokosa wataambiwa wapike nyama ya yule ng'ombe. Nyama ile wanaambiwa wawape wale umma ambao uko pale. Sasa utafikiria kwamba mama ama yule mwanamke ambaye amekosa ainame achukue nyama mpe babake ama mpe wake, ni jambo la kutia aibu kubwa sana.
Over time, the elders revised the punishment, scaling it down to fines as requested by the suitors to the offenders.
Inalingana na mimi vile nitakavotaka. Mwambie bwana huyo aliyefanya hili kosa anipatie kama 20,000. Kwangu mimi nitakuwa nimeamini na nitakuwa nimetosheka.
Kama umelipa, hata mkakutana wapi, huruhusiwi kumzulia yule mwanamume kwamba wewe ulitembea na bibi yangu.
Hefty fines arise if the woman sires children with her lover, but the question that begs in the equation is, to which man does the child belong to?
Si bibi ni yangu, hiyo mtoto ni wangu.
Once the fine is settled, it is expected that the man forgives and forgets the crime committed by the wife forever. However, what happens if the woman's lover refuses to settle the score?
If I confront you that you have committed adultery with my wife and you refuse to pay the fine, I will be forced to perform witchcraft on you. Or when we meet anywhere, I will kill you.
According to the council, Malu preserved the purity of marriage. However, to the members of the modern Mijikenda generation, Malu is just one of the old tales whose sacredness they do not appreciate.
Kama ni sawa ni shaki irudi kama vile ya zamani kisheria ya wazee walikuwa wakifanya.
Malezi ya siku hizi ndio yanafanya watoto waishi mitindo ya maisha ambayo si yetu. Na kwa sababu wanaishi maisha ambayo si yetu, ndoa hazina maana tena.
Does the current generation understand the sanctity and purity of marriage, or should such customs be reintegrated back to the society? Only you have the answer. From the Mekatilili Men's Resource Center in Magarini constituency, Kilifi County, this is My Culture, and I'm Juni Karisambele.
The Luo community is regarded as one of the Kenyan communities with the most unique cultural practices and beliefs. And if we narrow down to the kitchen, quite chilling and interesting details about this culture emerge. And that is what we are about to learn from Jotham Ajiki Ondu, a Luo elder from this part of the Luo community.
The chicken dish may be the favorite of many, but just how high was the dish regarded in the Luo culture?
Our culture is very rich on chicken, because when, for example, a son-in-law comes to the home, it is the chicken that is slaughtered, and that is the ultimate, respect that we can give.
And because of this perceived significance, Jotham says married women were not allowed to serve the dish, let alone feasting on it.
It was the man, it was the owner of the home, it was the hunter, the security man who would serve from the pot, from the fire. You bring that pot to the man, then he chooses the parts. He gives to the children, he gives to the wife, or he gives to the visitors. Even when the visitors are there, the gizzard and the back. Those are two main parts that belong to the hunter or to the owner of the home, because Luos believed that when they hunt outside, when they come back, they will be hungry, of course, and they want to have a delicious meal.
And what would happen if women ate or even served these out-of-bounds chicken parts?
If you are not allowed, if it is taboo to eat chicken, and you have eaten chicken, the entire village would know that so-and-so's wife is a wolf. And, it's just taboo. Nobody would imagine that a woman is eating chicken. Even our mothers.
And was there a way young girls learned about this practice and what was expected of them?
We had very good laws. Yeah, the woman, the grandmother would go a long way in teaching the girls in what we call siwinde. Siwinde was that code for counseling the girls, and the duel was for the men. Young people grow up there, and your generation is taught on what to expect and what to do.
The emergence of Christianity, Jotham says, was the beginning of the erosion of many African traditions. But what do modern generations understand about this tradition?
Since I was born, I've heard of it. Mostly the back. Women are not supposed to eat the back. I think it's just meant for the men alone. Yeah. I think it's a tradition that even the women themselves respect in this region. Yeah.
I've just been hearing that when the chicken is being prepared, there are some parts that the children are not supposed to eat. There are some parts that only the men are the ones who are supposed to eat. But the names of the parts, I don't know.
I learned it from my grandmother, who used to cook, and she used to say that this part you should preserve it. This is for your father. You see, you should not eat this part. So I used to ask myself why, but she never answered me. But later on, I came to find out that this was just a myth, And it was just a way of just making us not eat the better part of the of the chicken.
And that was my culture this week. My name is Wycliffe Okech.
What is love really all about? Renowned actor Martin Githinji, aka Daddy Mato, and his wife Christine Kokulwanga are considered couple goals. Their love story is one for the books, having gotten engaged after only 14 days of dating.
Some random guy with a car just comes and veers close. Alinipita hivi.
I will not let that narrative get out.
No, we want the real story. Go.
So I was very intentional about it, and I said, I'm coming with a blank canvas. I can paint it in whichever way I feel will exude love and wish for the best.
I tensed up everywhere and I felt unsafe, I felt scared, I felt controlled, I felt
and like
small.
We can't do this again.
Yeah, and I told him, if that is the case, I can't do this.
Juhudi za Rais Uhuru Kenyatta za kustawisha viwanda nchini zimechangia pakubwa katika kuunda nafasi zaidi za kazi na kukuza uchumi wa taifa hili. Wiki hii kwenye Project 254.
We have made a deliberate decision to prioritize the development of micro, small and medium enterprises as part of our Big Four agenda.
We've also seen under the regime of President Kenyatta some favorable legislations that are now put in place. The environment for manufacturing is now becoming more conducive to investors.
Kuna mashini zingine ziko pale zimekuja, mashini ambayo ni modern, sio kama zile za zamani tulikuwa tunatumia. Yenyewe kusema ukweli, kazi huru tumeona akiwa ametufanyia kazi poa.
Children who have disability are not welcome in many institutions. This is because of them being special. They need special attention. They need special care. And according to how people are, especially these days, some people don't want to get tired. Others don't want, they don't want to care. They don't want to be involved in issues that are somehow troublesome.
In African culture, or even when you go worldwide, men are responsible for taking care of the family. Meaning they have to go out and seek. So no matter what or how you look like, if you are disabled, at the end of the day, you will have to go out and look for food.
The government of the day is taking good care of that, the people with disability. Even in the parastatal sector where I work, they are well represented.
We're unstoppable, incredible, 'cause we're differently abled, differently.
How do you know it was me? It could be my twin or my sister. You know, Indians, we all look the same.
Amana, Pana. No, don't put things in my mouth, Pana. Nani anasema assistant husband?
Badala nguse umama na akalie. Ashindwe kuamuka nipite polisi.
Tandika wewe hapo. Nani iko tandika mimi ya? Mimi hapa niko blanketi wewe kasema tandika.
Uwezi lalia, uwezi nikalia kichwa hata.
Hata hapo mtu wako slide iko kama egg. Hapa